All right. Okay, let's start. Hello, guys. So welcome to Ask Me Anything About Smart Money Concept, episode number 6. So, I'll be having such kind of Q&A session. Uh, Actually, once in a 2 week, so it will be balanced so that you people also will not get too much of uh, such sessions. And other than other videos like the weekly forecast and the other normal videos that I do post, so it might be a little bit overwhelmed, but yeah, so this is the plan actually that I'm gonna execute. But other than this, I hope you all had the great week. It was Yesterday was a wild move on actually euro dollar, or mostly on the US dollar pairs. I hope you catch some good moves. But we're gonna discuss about today is uh, the intraday trade that we took. I think I sent you this POI couple of days back on the Telegram before it happens, and how do you manage, and how to enter, and then that depends on you. I already taught the stuff that we already there in the playlist, like how to manage the trade and the stuff, right? So yeah, it just takes time and practice. But other than this, I think, yeah, so here's the thing. Okay, so if you have any questions, so you just post this into the chat, and I will take those questions one by one at the end of the breakdown, right? So you can post that into the chat. So hello John, Sonali, yeah, welcome. Yeah, John, I hope you had a great week. Yeah, it was nice, last week. Right. So okay, so this is what actually. Let's get dive into it. Okay. All right. The first, this is what I sent you on Telegram before it happens. What we were looking actually, right? So, and we will break down, you know, this intraday trade entry, exit, and the stuffs, all the stuffs that you need to aware of this stuff, right? Yeah. So this is not a signal. Okay. So I just believe that signal don't work, because most important part of trading is to manage trade once you enter. Okay. Once you enter, then some people, it just not, for everybody, it takes time to master it. It takes some screen time as well. Okay. But other than this, this is just a POI that I sent you guys a couple of few days back in the last week, and this is what I was looking and trade. And let's dive into it. Okay. So this was actually during taken during the New York Open as an intraday trade, right? So if you don't know what is order block, how to mark the solidified lows and highs, structural ranges, it will not make sense to you. You know what I'm talking here. So if you don't know, you need to go back to the playlist and study there step by step and come back here, right? Then only it will make sense. Otherwise, it just, yeah, it's not gonna make sense. Okay. So okay. So other than this, let's get started. Okay. So here's thing. Okay, so this was a chart actually just before New York Open, and when that's the when I sent you the POI, right? What do you see here? Okay, forget about, we know, in the weekly outlook we will be looking for sell, and we need to find an excuse to go short. When I say you need to find an excuse to go short, this is what I mean. Okay, you need to find an order flow either on the intraday or scalp to go short with the direction of the swing, right? You can take this little scalp on the opposite direction, but those are like not much rewarding. That's what I found during my back test, forward test, and on the live account as well. So I think this, if you are beginner, trying out the stuff, so I think you should go with the higher time pin direction. Take any trade, intraday or the scalp, in the direction of daily. So it will make more sense. And then if you master this, then go to counter trend, scalps or intraday, right? Okay, so what do you see here? Okay, so we have this leg which broke this major structure, right? And then again pullback broke this structure. So we got our two rules here. Okay, double BOS per second. Now this entry was here, but this is low probable that I told, because there is no mitigation going on here, right? So someone who caught here, congratulations, but this is actually low probable it can come up to mitigate this order block, but it didn't happen and it break the structure again, right? So now what do we have? So we have double BOS with mitigation. So you need to mark all these things, okay? The first break of structure, second break of structure, and mitigation, and then this break, right? So I think I have marked it. Let's open this. Was it this one? So yeah, so yeah, so this break, second break, mitigation is your point of invalidation. If the price comes above this, it means your sales, I'm not no longer interested in the sales, right? So that's the mitigation. That's important to mark it, okay? Now, so I was waiting for this point of interest. Actually, I sent it on 1 hour on the 1 hour POI on the Telegram, but I was actually, this is the refined one, and I was waiting to touch there, right? So this is what happened actually in the next. So it came there, and we go to the 1 minute, right? This is what we normally do, right? So when the POI hit, we need to find an excuse to go short, right? So what happened here? Once we touch the POI, yeah, we got a reaction, which is our first break of structure, right? And what we need here, we need this, there are two order blocks, this one and this one. So we need either to mitigate and again break structure, or mitigate this and again break the structure. So this is our entry rules, right? So if you don't know entry rules, you need to go back to our entry criteria and other videos, and they will make sense, right? So this was actually mitigation and the break of structure here, right? But look, this is actually at a 10 o'clock 10 o'clock, yeah, actually after London. Yeah, so it was little, see, after London open, 2 hours is my criteria to enter. Within that 2 hours, if I don't get entry, I'll go at around New York open, and then 2 hours. There are only 4 hours that I can enter in a trade, right? So logically, because there are high liquidity and more chances to get it there, right? So someone who is entering from here, this is perfectly fine, because this meets our rules, right? You can take entry and take a break even if it comes here again to mitigate this, right? But yeah, this is not where actually I entered. My entry was on the 5 minute during New York. So this was the impulse, the first OB, which is some, you can take the trade from here assuming that it's a mitigation and it's going to break the structure, but this is low probable, right? So but we already have the 30-minute order flow in place, so you can take with confidence from here. But I missed this one, I wasn't on the desk. So what do? We just wait for this structure break, right? So this is what happened actually on the next time frame. On this one, we got the structure break, and which also having the order flow of on the 5 minute. So what do we have here? So we have order flow on the 30 minute, order flow on 5 minute, and we have this point of interest. You can take with a confidence trade from here, because there are too many confluences that it's gonna be shorts. But when I explained in the last video which order block will hold, right? Someone asked me the question, tell me the examples of this. So this is an example. Okay, the highest probable trade happens when there is an order flow in place. Once you have order flow where you have point of invalidation right there up here, so you can you can be conservative and take a trade like this, which is perfectly fine. Short position, you can enter from here, and your stops will be here, not here. Okay, you're putting a limit order here, not confirming again. So this is 9 pip stop, so which is unacceptable to me. So I just waited. Okay, let's see what price does when it comes there, right? So let's see now. So when it comes to my order block, what it does. So I go to actually on 15 second or 1 minute, I don't remember. Yeah, actually on the 1 minute, yeah, or 30 second maybe, yeah, I don't remember actually. It's 1 minute or 30, but I think it's 1 minute, and this was an order block that I marked it here, and that was my entry point. So I put a limit order here, and let me so I put the limit order there, and stops above this, because we have again one breaks. There is a not second break, but there are too many confluences. Like we have 30-minute, 5-minute order flow in place, and we have invalidation point here above on the mitigation, right? So there's a 1.4 pip on the AU is not too bad, but you can be a conservative and get here stops which is above invalidation, right? So and this is actually triggered perfectly, and as soon as it breaks the structure, I went to break even, and so here I remove the 10R. If you have, like, for example, $100,000 account, you just banked here $5,000, and now you are break even. Now you are risk free, right? So you are up 5%. So my next partial was on 20R, and the next on the 50R. So this was it comes to 20R before it revert again and take me out break even. So at 20R I remove again 5,000, which is actually 10,000, 10R in a profit, and then it went to break even. It went to actually, it's too slow. Obviously my target was actually to break this low and continue to fall, but it didn't happen. Okay, so it doesn't matter, it didn't happen, but we are still profiting from the trade that we anticipated, right? So you will not get like 50R, 100R trades often. They are, you will get once or twice, 3-4 times in a month, but still you can have such a intraday trade with 20R, 25R, and that's insane. With 100k capital, 10,000 US dollar in a day. There are very few jobs who gives that amounts to you. Okay, so if you go into any kind of job market anywhere in the world, it's not just in the US or in Europe. Okay, so this is what the play, but it just took me break even, and then it just violated this invalidation point later on. So I wasn't interested in sell anymore, because we on that day we have violated this point of invalidation, right? So this was actually a perfect example of which order block will hold and which will not, and which is the highest probable and the stuff. So you will be looking, if you need to form a rules, and if you see only those kind of stuff, only then enter, and then other than, you just keep waiting for your setup. that will go longer than taking a trade randomly or impulsively. And it's just not a quantity of the trades, but it's just quality of trades. uh, and that just matter, right? So if you don't have the capital, like 100,000, you can practice that 100,000 account on demo, and you can have any kind of prop firm challenge, or they will fund you if you are good, right? So yeah, so I think this is what actually I took. I have a few other trades, but I think I will not discuss those because of time and the stuff. But basically, uh, all other stuffs are same, right? So we are following plan, we are following trade management plan, risk management plan, and our trade plan and our trading model. This is a kind of example of intraday model, right? So I haven't talked about the next topic, which is creating trading models, scalp model, swing model, and intraday model. So I talked about a swing model before in the previous videos, but this is, I think, the first time I'm talking about intraday one, right? So yeah, so this is a 20-hour trade. We remove 10 hour and then break even, right? So I think, yes, I think this is for this breakdown. But if you have like any questions, and you can type it on a chat box, and then we can take it from there, right? Other than this, yeah, so I may actually, I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but I will start a Discord channel for the people who brought me coffee. And you just kind of okay, just early access to the stuff that I am doing. You will get all premium content on YouTube, even though you're not supporting, but it just kind of early access few days earlier than the on the YouTube, right? Or maybe I can answer their questions a little bit, give more time to you know to answer their questions, support them, anything that they are struggling with, right? So, or anything like they have, like achievements and the stuffs. Yeah, it will be good to discuss with the people, right? So other than this, then let's go and talk with the questions that in the chat box, right? uh, yeah, I think we're getting there. Actually, there are a lot of views are coming. Our content is a premium content in the niche, and I don't think anybody is giving it on YouTube. So they will charge you like 1,000 euros or something or more. And but yeah, other than this, okay, let's go back to our uh, Q&A session, right? So yeah, I would request you to type the questions in the chat, and then we'll take it from there, right? All right. So okay, so let me start from the beginning. Okay, please wait, who is this? Anand P is saying please update intraday model. All right. Okay, Anand. So this is an example of a intraday model, right? So now you know what to look, right? So I think you just need to repeat this whenever the setup is present on your chart, or whenever whatever you're trading, gold or whatever, right? So you need to see, you need to know exactly what you need to see on the chart before you come to the charts, and then only it will make sense. Okay. All right. So nice Christmas bonuses. Yeah, thanks, John. Yeah. Yes. Right. So thank you so much for John as well, for who brought me a coffee. I really appreciate. Yeah. Thanks for the coffee. Uh, then XTI. Okay. Please explain the approach the market by combining all, like putting it all together. So that's what it explained, right? So this is what you need to look for when you come into the market. So you need to have clear cut plan, uh, which has a set of rules and set of steps that you need to be looking for into the market. Okay, there will be there will be scalp trade, but there won't be any intraday trades on daily basis. They will come like once in a 2 or 3 days, and the swing trade is like a once or twice a week. It's not actually at the moment swing trades are not there, but they will come back in the January or in the new year. It's just December. But to be fair, actually December was pretty good in the move. So I saw the moves that generally doesn't happen during the holidays, but it just happened. So yeah, uh, we really need that. Okay, so we can go XDI, your pair. What you need to look for, top down analysis during your pair. Okay, so just let me know your pair, and then we'll go through that, right? Javed Kaiser is saying, please want to know about wick analysis. I don't know what is wick analysis, Javed. So I haven't taught this in my stuff. And this thing, right? So I think, let's see, I explained this into the last live stream as well. If like you watching some other mentors videos and asking questions based on those concepts, I can't actually really you know say anything, because I don't know those terminology and the concept, because they have every trader has a different style and the stuff, right? So yeah, so I think you need to ask them what is weak analysis and the stuff. If you have any questions regarding the materials that I already taught on the channel, then I will happy to help. Okay. Halogen FX, please can you explain how to pass a prop firm challenge? Okay, so prop firm challenge is like uh, any kind of, there are many prop firms, right? uh, they have set up rules, like you need to have phase 1, phase 2, or phase 3. In phase 1 you need to show them you can have 8 or 10% profit in a month. You can trade consistently with the risk parameter that they mention. For example, many of them have like uh, you cannot uh, you cannot lose more than 10%. You cannot lose more than 5% in a day, and 10% overall kind of stuff. So I will make a video maybe in the future. There are many actually pop pumps, but I will make which are reputable in the market, and you can go ahead and take the challenge if you don't have fund. But I highly suggest, before you trying on the challenge, you do a demo challenge, 1 2 3, okay, 3 month. If you pass these three challenges, then go, because statistics says that 95% of the people who take the challenges before understanding what they are doing into the market are failed. So if you want to be sure, you have solid set of rules and the stuff before you spend your hard-earned money onto the challenges, because they are not cheap. So for $100,000 account, they will charge you around, I think, 500 or 600 US dollar, or maybe 400 or 500 euros, right? So you need to make sure that you need to have concrete set up plan and the model in place before you go into the challenge and the stuff. Try it out on demo, and record everything that you are doing, every single trade that you are taking, and then analyze after a month or two, and then take a challenge. That will actually will go longer than just taking challenge. Okay. All right. So uh, John saying, would you say order flow is more important than market structure? Yes, John. So because order flow, why order flow happens, because these big players who created the big move, right, they have to mitigate their orders, and if they want to continue you know downwards or upward within with the direction of the order flow, that's your point of invalidation. So if they don't want to continue, that order block will not hold, right? So breakup structures, just normal breakup structure doesn't matter too much, but the order flow. So for example, like you're getting like 1 2 3 like this, which is a valid structure here, because here is a mitigation. Okay, so if it breaks above, we're no longer interesting on sale on this time frame. Okay, whichever time frame you're looking for, maybe or intraday or swing or scalp, it works on any time frame. So yeah, so I think, yeah, if you keep looking for order flow, and that's what you all need. Just look for the order flow when you come into the market, if you're trading scalp or whatever, right? And then it will make sense to you after some screen time and the practice and the stuff, right? Right. Yes, so next question, Sonali Kumar is asking, USD CAD, please tell about this pair. Okay, we'll go through this pair and what you need to be looking for on top down analysis, right? I actually do that in a weekly forecast video, but let's do here for sake of all people, right? All right, USD CAD. I do not trade this pair, but yeah, but you can trade this one, right? So right, so okay, what do we see here? Okay, first thing first, what do you need to do? Mark the structural range. Okay, so we have this one, which is daily high. Okay, it stopped here actually. Right, so that's the high. It's not broken yet. And where is the low? Yeah, so this is your structural range. Sorry. Uh, yeah, so this is your structural range. So you are bullish in this range on this time frame, right? So then the next thing is you need to mark order block. So this is your order block. You can have like model, like you can place order limit order at open and stops down there, and just wait to hit stop loss, or just try it out. I do not trade the risk entries, but this is possibly, you can take two entries kind of here. You can have like this. Sorry, where is this fib? Right, so here you can either enter at open or at 50%, or may just place order 50% and just wait. Sometimes it will just take the liquidity and stop you at and go, but that's the downside of the risk entries, right? But this is actually looking bullish. US dollar on the 4 hour time frame, we have only one breakup structure here, and this is just base. It's not, so will be, it's a good actually to take it from here, rather than, I think, yeah, it just price is efficient over here. Only this week is kind of noticing to me, but other than this, I think, oh yeah, so this week price may touch here or here and then go up again. For the daily time frame, for intraday and the stuff, they are different story, right? So here's the thing. Okay, so you need to do what we need to do. Now the direction, right? We are bullish. And this is very if you see this discounted and the premium pricing, in order to consider a buy you need price below this. So now price is at here, you can't buy it. Okay. You can have a counter trend sale, but if you are new, I would suggest don't do that. You just wait for a buy opportunity. That's it. If there are sales, okay, let the sale finish their run, and you just wait for the buy opportunity. So maybe next week it will come, like it will either like break this one, and then you can take this order block from here to north, or you just like come to mitigate this, and then you can take buy from somewhere here, or any scalp here intraday. That will actually more smoother than the counter trend sell, right? So yeah, so and all the rules, like the trade management and the stuff, risk management and the stuff, you know you need to print those rules into your brain. You just don't, if you do impulsive trading, or maybe revenge trading, and the stuff, you will not make it. Just to be fair, it's not for people who cannot manage their emotions, so they will always lose, right? So this is my take on this USD CAD, and you should be doing like this as well, for every week for your pair. This is what I trade, actually couple of pairs on your Aussie, New Zealand and Euro USD. But if you're trading this one, so you should be doing this analysis, top down analysis for your pair before the start of the week, and monitor during the week, how it behaves, and where was enter back test that after the week, how you should have entered, and what was that thing that missing. If you see here, there is little bit imbalance over here. I think price will come down here, but if it doesn't break this high, right? Right. So yeah, so I think let's go to the next question. uh, all right, so John saying trade management is number one key for passing. Yes, because not every trade is gonna be 50R, or 100R, or even 20R, 25R. So if you take out partials at, like, let's say 10R, uh, is paying yourself is very important, because what happens after, like, let's say you have a trade running, like the US dollar that we discussed, right? Aussie dollar. So if you take out $5,000, so you have very little to worry about. You just put a break even, or let the market do its own thing. If you get next target hit, like 20R, take 5,000 again. Next target hit, let's say 50R, you either close everything or take 50% again and let it run. So why I'm saying this, because I'm trading only in the direction of the swing, and there will be time, the daily and the 4 hour or bigger player will come into the pictures, and that will break that low, and that's the time when you will get 100 200R with 1 or 2 pip stop. So it's possible. If you're trading opposite direction of the swing, I would say you need to exit early, like maybe remove 50% or more than 50% at 10R, and then because they are actually less probable, and yeah, I this is what actually I found during my journey. And you need to be selective during the which kind of trade you need to take, right? All right, so again, question from the John: if you get two BOS with mitigation in other direction, would change your bias? If you get two BOS with mitigation in other direction, yes, because let's say on that time, but let's say any time frame, doesn't matter. What John is asking, let's say we are out here on 1 hour, right? Okay, so we get this one, order block, mitigation, breakup structure, and you take trade here, and this is full release, let's say. Okay, this is your trade, right? So mitigation full release. If you see too many mitigations, you should be actually, putting a break even or removing some sort of profit, because too many mitigation is weak order flow, right? We need healthy order flow. So I explain those things in order flow videos. But let's say if you during this and you on same time frame you got this one, okay, so you need to exit, because now the order flow changed from bearish to bullish. So there will be some kind of accumulation here, is happening here, and that will break the structure. Well, you don't need to worry about accumulation. If you get double BOS with mitigation in upward direction, you need to get out from that trade, or you can keep the small volume running. It's high possible that it will come to here, either it's invalidate, or it will go again with the trend, but it's highly I don't know. So yeah, uh, monitoring the order flow, like it's a weak order flow or healthy order flow, that's the key. And you will get it after some screen time, because I know your brain will just click it. Oh, this is happening, so what you need to do, it just needs some screen time. But yeah, uh, top down analysis. Okay, next question. I hope that answers your question, John. All right, so top down analysis on pound dollar. I think I have this marked there from the weekly outlook. Yeah, so this is what actually I marked during the weekly outlook. So the first thing first, what do? You mark the ranges, right? So this is your range, daily range. It was actually during this week. There is no breakup structure, so you just move this low here now, right? And the order block is here. It's too far. So if either wait for to break the structure down, or come to mitigate here, and some kind of order flow on the lower time frame in this zone, again to break the structure down. But this is the holiday weeks coming up. I don't think it's gonna go up, but you never know, right? So it may happen or may not happen, right? But you just be aware there won't be much liquidity during the market during the holidays, right? So I hope top down XT is answer your question. Next question is, but sir, for buy the order block is not valid yet, and it has not yet mitigated. What do you mean? What was your previous question? USD CAD. Oh, you're talking about USD CADs, and this is not valid yet. Where is the USD CAD? Well, for daily order block, what you can do here, right? So you're talking about this is not valid. This is valid order block, but you don't have mitigation, right? So that's what you're saying. Yeah, you're right. There is no mitigation, but this is actually, you will get plenty of time here when the price hit here. You go 1 2 3 4 5 minutes and look for the order flow in upward direction like this, and then you can enter from that order flow to take it to daily high. So mitigation, if it is high probable At this point of time it is low probable, but if you confirm on the lower time frame again, it will be become high probable because you are confirming with order flow, right? So I think I answer your question. This is what actually you need to look for. And I would say, for the who asked about the pop pump and the stuff, you test it out on the demo, and couple of months. If you uh, if you take a challenge, or get a trial challenge from them and pass it on the demo first, and then you go with the stuff, real one, right? uh, okay, the next, okay, top down. Too many top downs, right? Okay, EuroCAD top down, please. Right, so okay, so this is the last one top down I will doing. Okay, EuroCAD. Okay, so okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, this is ugly. Right, so what do we see here on daily? Okay, it's interesting. uh, let's say this is a low, right? And where was the high? Actually, where's the high? I was okay, so this was the last range which got broken. Okay, so this is the one we have high, and we have this order block. Sorry. Okay, so we have this order block, so entering here is low probable because we just have one break, right? We need, in order to confirm change in trade, we need one more break. So if next week, let's say for example, it breaks this, and then you can take that order block who broke that structure to the next level, right? So it has a room to go up. Yeah, so this is a EuroCAD actually. I'm not seeing, let's say on the lower time frame, do I have anything? Yeah, so this was perfectly touched actually. Let's see if you have your entry here on the 1 minute. I'm just trying to see if there was an entry on the lower time frame. Okay, okay, so this is where I touched it. There you go. We need to see break of this one. Oh, sorry, now it break again down. So we have this one. Now mitigation. So this was an order block. Okay, so this was first break. Here is your order block. I think it's mitigating there, and let's say, yeah, so we need to have break of this one. Yeah, there was, you can take entry from here as well, and you can wait actually to there as well. So here's thing. So the second entry was here, and this was a perfect example of how you find order flow. You can have this one, or if you want to be conservative, you can put the stop below the point of mitigation, which is here. But rather than putting there, I will put here and will take entry from here as well again, 2 entries if this fails. And I think it just went from here, right? Yeah, let me get it on 1 minute, 1 hour. Where was, oh, it's here. So this is how actually you should be trading, and your your target should be here, which is 100%, 105 hour. You see what I mean? Like, so this is very powerful if you do it right, right? Yeah, I think it's almost touched there. But you will be taking the partials along the line, and I'm seeing break structure, mitigation or LG, and it doesn't break this, then it is gonna break up. Yeah, so that's it actually on the EuroCAD. So yeah, so this is how actually you should be taking the trades, and this is a perfect example. Like, is 300 pips in how many days actually? Maybe in a few days. This is on 27th, and you will get it high at 15, 7 to 15. Okay, in a week, 100% in a week. No one will give that if you have 100. Right, right. So this is powerful, right? All right. So other than this, then if you don't have any questions, this if you have any questions, uh, you can ask, and and you can take it from there. Or if, there are other forums like Instagram or Telegram. You can DM me there if you have any specific questions on the materials that I taught already. Please do not ask the questions from the other mentors, because I don't know those terminologies, and I don't know what to answer them. Answer it, right? So, but other than this, then I think you should have happy holiday or Merry Christmas, those who celebrate Christmas, and see you. Let's rock the new year 2022 together. I will be posting more content there as well during the new year, and probably will have the Discord for the people actually who brought me a coffee and the stuff. Okay, there's a few questions coming. Okay, before we wrap up, we will take last two questions. Okay, right. Uh, nice trade on the EuroCAD. Thanks, John. It's just like we're following the rules, right? So it's just nothing new. Uh, all right. So here, what's this? Saying Alban, how to determine order glow? No, it's not order glow. What's Alban? It's order flow. Okay. There is a video. Let me show you. Okay, so if you go here, you go to playlist, right, and you open this playlist, and you go here. There is I think phase 2. So this is okay. Number I think 14th. What is an order flow? There is an examples, explanation, and the stuff. That's actually it's more described than talking up here about order flow, right? So you go here, and if you still have any questions, so come back to DM on Instagram and ask there, right? Yeah. What is the next question? XD was saying always violate the rule. What do you mean always? Okay, so the gold, you're saying gold? No, it's not violating rule. Let's say this is what I posted in the weekly outlook, XDI, right? So it just took the liquidity, and I think it's gonna go at least this order block, and we'll monitor this. If it breaks, otherwise, yeah. This is what I actually posted during the weekly outlook. Yeah, so it's true that it just take the liquidity, and you never know, when it is gonna take the liquidity or when not. So it just happens. So, uh, right, will you trade next week or no? So I will be trading on the second week of the January. So this is now just back testing, refining the process, or adding some new criteria or new stuff to the already working plan. And then you'll get good results, actually, because market keeps evolving, and you need to, in order to have edge over the market, you need to adjust, tweak little bit. And I will be, don't worry, I will be sharing those tweaks and all the things as soon as it comes up, right, on the YouTube. It's all premium content is free here. Okay, so it just it's just for the people actually who brought me copy. It's gonna be a little bit early for our early access, and the questions that I'm gonna answer, that give a little bit more time to them to answer their questions if they have any, right. Yeah, so other than this, I think, where is the question? Okay, order flow. Okay, thank you. So I think, yeah, I think other than this, I think we're good today. So we almost spent 51 minutes into the this live stream. But yeah, so if you have any questions, you can ask me on the DM on Instagram. Other than this, then I'll see you after, and Jai Hind.